Let me ask you something. Have you ever reached for a bowl of fruit thinking, "I'm doing something good for my body," only to feel tired, bloated, or even just off? You've probably been told your whole life that fruit is nature's candy. And don't get me wrong, some fruits are wonderful for your health. But here's the hard truth nobody really talks about. Not all fruits are good for you as you get older. In fact, some fruits can quietly damage your health, spiking your blood sugar, messing with your medications, even putting extra stress on your kidneys or heart. And the worst part? They're the exact ones most people think are safe. You see, after 60, your body changes. The way you digest food, process sugar, and handle nutrients. It all shifts. So something that worked for you in your 40s or 50s, it might be working against you now. This isn't to scare you. It's to empower you. Because when you know what to avoid, you can protect yourself and feel better longer. And that's what you deserve. In today's video, we're diving into 7 specific fruits seniors should either limit or avoid altogether. Some of them might surprise you. A couple of them might even be sitting in your fridge right now. And the last one, it's the most misleading of them all. Looks innocent, even healthy, but it could be doing real damage. So stick with me, because once you understand why these fruits can be risky, you'll have the power to make smarter, safer choices starting today. Before we jump in, do me a favor. If you care about your health, or you're here for someone you love, type "I'm watching" in the comments below, so I know you're with me on this. And if you're new here, welcome to Healthy Senior Advice. This is where we talk about what really matters for your health after 60. Subscribe if you haven't already. You're not alone in this journey, and we're here to walk it with you. Alright, let's get into it. Here are the 7 fruits seniors should never eat again, and the real reasons why. Grapefruit. Let me introduce you to Ellen. She's 72, energetic, always up early, and for years, every morning without fail, she started her day with a tall glass of fresh grapefruit juice. She believed it was doing her body good. After all, grapefruit is rich in vitamin C, right? A great way to start the day, or so she thought. But then, something unexpected happened. During a routine checkup, her doctor asked about her medications and her diet. When Ellen mentioned the grapefruit, her doctor's face changed. He explained something she'd never heard before. Grapefruit can interfere with certain medications, especially for the heart. You see, grapefruit contains compounds called furanocoumarins. These block an important enzyme in your liver that helps break down drugs like statins, blood pressure medications, and even anxiety treatments. What does that mean for seniors like Ellen? It means the medication stays in the bloodstream longer, at higher levels. And that can lead to serious side effects: muscle breakdown, irregular heart rhythm, even kidney damage. Now here's the real kicker. Most people assume all citrus fruits are healthy. They group grapefruit in with oranges and lemons, not realizing that grapefruit is unique in how it affects the body. If you're on any prescription medications, especially for heart health or cholesterol, grapefruit might be doing more harm than good, without you even knowing it. So what can you do? Talk to your doctor or pharmacist. Ask directly, is it safe for me to eat grapefruit with this medication? And if it's not, don't worry, you've got options. Apples, blueberries, and even pears offer antioxidant benefits without the risk. And speaking of foods we assume are safe, let's look at a sweet summer favorite that might be secretly sabotaging your blood sugar. 2. Watermelon. Picture this. It's a hot day. You're sitting on the porch with family, laughing, and someone brings out a plate of juicy, red watermelon slices. You take a bite, cold, sweet, refreshing. It feels perfect. But what if I told you that watermelon, as innocent as it seems, could spike your blood sugar within minutes? For seniors, especially those managing type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance, this can be a real issue. Here's why. Watermelon has a high glycemic index, meaning it turns into sugar in your bloodstream very quickly. And although it's mostly water, the sugar it does contain hits fast and hard. You get a quick energy burst, followed by a sudden crash. And over time, these spikes can wear down your body's ability to manage glucose. A common mistake people make is thinking, "It's mostly water, it can't be that bad." But in reality, it's not the water, it's the sugar load that matters. Does that mean you can never enjoy watermelon again? Not necessarily. You could try smaller portions, and even better. Pair it with a small handful of nuts or a slice of cheese. The protein and fat will slow the sugar's effect on your system. It's all about balance. But coming up next is a fruit that feels exotic and exciting. One that people love to try in their later years of travel or exploration. Yet for anyone with kidney concerns, it can be downright dangerous. 3. Star fruit. Meet Tom. He's 68, newly retired, and finally doing what he always wanted, exploring new foods from around the world. He tried dragon fruit, papaya, and then he discovered star fruit. It was beautiful, unique, and had this mild tropical flavor. He was hooked, until his kidney specialist gave him a serious warning. You need to stop eating star fruit immediately. Why? Because star fruit contains a neurotoxin that healthy kidneys can usually filter out. But in seniors, especially those with even slight kidney dysfunction, this toxin can build up in the blood and affect the brain and nervous system. It starts small, nausea, confusion, weakness. But it can escalate to hiccups that won't stop, seizures, even coma. And this isn't rare. There are documented cases of star fruit poisoning, particularly in older adults with compromised kidney function. Now here's the thing. When something's exotic or rare, we tend to think it must be special or super healthy. But in reality, exotic doesn't always mean safe. Sometimes it means untested or incompatible with aging bodies. So if you or someone you care for has kidney disease, diabetes, or high blood pressure, conditions that often go together, avoid star fruit altogether. It's not worth the risk. And now, let's talk about a fruit that's incredibly common. One that many people eat every single morning. Yet it could be quietly throwing off your potassium balance, leading to weakness and even heart strain. 4. Bananas. Let's talk about bananas. They're everywhere, right? Quick, cheap, easy to peel, great for on the go. And if you've ever had leg cramps, someone's probably told you, eat a banana, it's full of potassium. And that's true. Bananas are rich in potassium, a mineral your body needs for heart health and muscle function. But here's the other side of the story. If you or a loved one has kidney disease, even in its early stages, your kidneys can't filter out excess potassium as well. That can lead to a condition called hyperkalemia, too much potassium in the blood. And that's no small thing. It can cause muscle weakness, irregular heartbeat, and in extreme cases, heart failure. The problem: bananas are marketed as the perfect snack. And because they're natural, most people assume there's no such thing as too much. But for seniors with reduced kidney function, eating even one banana a day, every day, can tip the balance. So what can you do? You don't have to give up fruit altogether. There are low-potassium alternatives like apples, grapes, or berries. And if bananas are a favorite, just talk to your dietitian. They'll help you decide how much is safe for your body. Now here's one that looks innocent enough. Small, chewy, sweet. Something your parents probably gave you as a treat growing up. But it's hiding a surprising punch of sugar and fiber that can upset aging digestive systems. Let's talk about dried fruits. 5. Dried fruits, raisins, dates, figs. Picture this. Ruth, 75, keeps a small bowl of raisins next to her recliner. She snacks on them while reading the paper or watching her favorite show. They're tiny, sweet, and natural. What harm could they possibly do? But here's what many don't realize. Dried fruits are sugar bombs in disguise. When fruit is dried, the water is removed, but all the sugar and calories stay. And because they shrink, you can eat 3, 4, 5 times more than you would with fresh fruit, without even thinking. Take raisins. A small handful has the sugar content of a candy bar. Dates and figs? Even more concentrated. And the fiber, while helpful in moderation, can become too much for slower, aging digestive systems, leading to gas, bloating, and constipation. The biggest trap is portion size. Because they're small, they don't feel like real food. So it's easy to nibble on them all day. And before you know it, you've spiked your blood sugar, upset your stomach, and overloaded your system. So what's the better choice? Stick to fresh fruit when you can. And if you love dried fruit, try limiting it to just a tablespoon or two, and pair it with a protein like nuts or yogurt. Up next is one you may not expect. A fruit hailed as a superfood, praised for its antioxidants, its heart benefits, its powerful juice. But for seniors, it comes with serious cautions. 6. Pomegranate. John, a retired teacher, started drinking pomegranate juice every day. He read that it was great for the heart, full of antioxidants, protective against aging. And it tasted great. But after a few months, something felt off. His blood pressure readings began creeping higher. He felt lightheaded. And during a follow-up visit, his doctor traced the cause: the juice. Pomegranate is packed with natural compounds that support heart health. Yes. But it's also very high in natural sugar, and more importantly, it can interact with common medications, just like grapefruit. Some studies show that pomegranate can inhibit the same liver enzymes, affecting how the body processes statins and blood pressure meds. And the juice, while concentrated, delivers a fast punch of sugar without the fiber to slow it down. That's the misunderstanding. People think, it's fruit juice. It must be healthy. But healthy is not the same as safe, especially if you're drinking it every day, with medications, and without talking to your doctor. Here's what we recommend. If you love pomegranate, try the whole seeds in a salad or as a topping, not the juice. And if you're taking medication for cholesterol or hypertension, check in with your physician first. A simple conversation can prevent a serious complication. And now, we've reached the last fruit on this list. One that's in almost every refrigerator in America. One that we grew up being told was the ultimate healthy choice. But in reality, it could be the most misleading and most dangerous of all, especially for older adults. 7. Fruit juice, especially orange juice. Let's talk about breakfast. For decades, people have started their mornings with a glass of orange juice. It's bright, sweet, and labeled 100% juice. Seems like a perfect way to start the day, right? That's what David thought. He's 80 now, and he always had a glass with breakfast. But over the years, his energy would crash mid-morning. His sugar levels were swinging wildly, and eventually, he was diagnosed with prediabetes. The biggest culprit? His daily juice habit. Here's what most people don't realize. Fruit juice, even the 100% natural kind, is stripped of fiber, the part that helps slow down sugar absorption. Without fiber, the sugar hits your bloodstream fast. And that's no better than drinking soda. One small cup of orange juice contains about 20 to 25 grams of sugar. That's the same as many sugary drinks we try to avoid. The mistake is believing that natural always means safe. But for seniors, especially those managing diabetes, heart conditions, or energy swings, juice can do more harm than good. So what should you do instead? Eat the whole fruit. The fiber in an orange or apple helps slow digestion and keep blood sugar steady. And if you must drink juice, dilute it with water, half and half, and keep it to a very small glass. Now that we've uncovered these 7 fruits, let's take a step back and talk about what this really means for your health, your energy, and your future. Are you ready? Let's move into the emotional core of this conversation. Because this isn't just about fruit. It's about the choices that shape the rest of your life. So, now you've heard it. 7 fruits. All natural. All commonly found in kitchens across the country. Fruits that sound healthy, even feel healthy. But for seniors, they can quietly erode your health, your energy, and even your safety. And look, this isn't about fear. This isn't about cutting out everything sweet or natural. This is about being informed. Because here's the truth. As we age, our bodies change. The way we digest food, the way our kidneys filter, the way our blood sugar responds. It's not the same as it was at 30 or 40. And what used to work for us might be working against us now. That's what makes this conversation so important. Not just for you, but for your spouse, your friends, your aging parents, or anyone you love who's navigating this season of life. Think about this. You've made it this far in life. You've worked hard. You've raised families, built communities, lived through changes in the world we never imagined. You deserve to feel strong, steady, and in control of your health. And sometimes, the smallest changes, like switching from juice to whole fruit, or avoiding grapefruit with your morning meds, can have the biggest impact on how you feel day to day. On your energy, on your sleep, on your mood, even on how confident you feel making plans and enjoying life. Because when your body feels off, when your blood sugar spikes or crashes, when your digestion slows down or your medications don't work right, it's not just physical. It affects how you live your life, how connected you feel, how joyful your days are. But here's the best part. It's not too late. Every single choice you make from this point forward, every bite, every habit, can move you toward better health, more clarity, more peace of mind. And that starts with awareness. You now know what to watch for, what to ask your doctor, what to avoid, and what to embrace. This isn't about perfection. It's about progress. And you're already making it, just by being here. So now, I want to hear from you. Which one of these fruits surprised you the most? Was it grapefruit and its drug interactions? Was it the sugar in dried fruits? Or maybe the hidden danger in your daily glass of juice? Comment below and let me know. Not just for me, but because your comment might help someone else reading this who's going through the exact same thing. And if this video helped you see something in a new light, if it made you pause and think, I didn't know that, then go ahead and tap the like button right now. It tells YouTube this content matters, and it helps us reach even more seniors who need support, clarity, and trusted advice. And hey, if you're not already part of this community, subscribe to Healthy Senior Advice. Every week, we share science-backed insights, real-life stories, and simple health tips tailored for people in their 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. Because we believe aging should be filled with vitality, dignity, and independence. And we're here to help you protect that. You've taken a powerful first step today. You've empowered yourself with information most people don't have. And that makes you a force for change. Not just in your own life, but in your family and in your community. So remember this. It's never too late to make better choices. Never too late to feel better. Never too late to take your health into your own hands. Thank you for watching. Take care of your body. Stay curious. And as always, stay healthy, stay strong, and we'll see you in the next video.